is it now?
What's new with you?
I saw some mud ground.
I would prefer you leave, friend. Please. Just leave me, please.
Your quest for the Crusaders' relics was the equal of any of the old tales. Well met, Sir Knight.
Imps! I hate 'em! Little buggers flitting around, tossing fireballs at you.
Take care.
Yes?
What can I do for you, Sir Knight? Ancient way shrines of the Nine are scattered through the wilderness. The righteous who pray there receive powerful divine blessings. Hey.
Hi there. Hello, I'm Leith Wavrik, the Chief Herald and Countess Velga's attendant. Welcome to Chorrol. The Countess is in attendance. Proper etiquette is expected. Many years ago, when the Count was still alive, a daring thief stole the ancient honor blade of Chorrol from out of this castle. Why? This is incredible. I never thought to see this sword again. How did you... Never mind. One should not look a gift horse in the mouth. Please accept my thanks on behalf of the people of Chorrol for restoring this sword and the honor of our city. As a token of our gratitude, I bestow upon you a symbol of honor and heroism, the escutcheon of Chorrol. You've done a great service to Chorrol, and you should be proud. Fare thee well.
Hello. Welcome to Castle Chorrol.
By the Nine Divine.
I've heard. You have something to tell me about my father? I'm at a loss for words. Already I've heard that the honor blade rests again in Castle Chorrol, and the escutcheon of Chorrol you have is all the proof I need. My father had told us that he had hidden something away for us, something to provide for our future, but I never imagined it was this. I'm sorry you had to be tasked to right this wrong that my father was responsible for. Once again, you've stuck your neck out for us. Maybe in the past my family was notorious, but never let it be said that the current Gemains don't pay their dues. I'd like you to have this keepsake. My father gave it to me when I was but a lad. I think you should have it. Thanks again, my friend. You are always welcome in our home. Honor suits you well. I hope I can help. Make sure not to eat nightshade. It's very poisonous.
Good morning. What is it?
It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Countess Velga of Chorrol. I wish I had time to chat, but I'm afraid I'm in the middle of an investigation. It is... Look, I like you, but not enough to tell you that. You seem the trusting type. Perhaps you can assist me. It seems someone has taken away an heirloom that is quite dear to me. I want you to help me recover a stolen painting. The painting was of my lost love, the Count Velga, and it has been stolen from my bedchamber. If you find the painting and bring the culprit to justice, you shall be justly rewarded. What say you? Very well. I suggest you begin to gather clues. And I warn you, do not accuse the wrong person, or I shall be quite cross with you. Here are some keys. They should allow you access to many of the restricted areas in Castle Chorrol. Your best bet is to speak to residents of the castle. Once you have found out all you can, search for physical clues. Chanel and Orgnolf both reside in the private quarters section. They have been restricted to remain indoors, so they should be easy to find. You may also want to speak to Bitneld, the captain of the guard. He can be found on patrol in Chorrol or in the barracks. Finally, I would try speaking to Aurak Grogoth, who is my steward. He resides in the private quarters section as well. If he isn't in the castle, he may be at the Northern Goods and Trade, buying food to stock our larder. I was elsewhere at the time of the robbery, and the chamber was locked. The only other people who have had access to the chamber and were unaccounted for are the court mage, Chanel, and the porter, Orgnolf. Don't forget to check with Bitneld, the captain of the guard, my steward, Oruk Grogoth, and my herald, Laith Wavrik. When you find enough evidence, confront the person whom you believe to be the villain and see if they will confess. I do not wish them harmed, as I want the thief to face justice. The painting is all I have left that reminds me of the Count. I spend many a lonely night wishing that the words I speak to it will be heard and not just fall upon the lifeless pigments and canvas. Good luck, investigator.
A pleasure to meet you again. My duties rely on watching no more than the throne and attending to visitors. But confidentially, I will say that Orgnolf has been acting a bit unusual. His abuse of drink has gotten worse lately. He has taken to asking for money from others to purchase spirits. A porter's wage does not befit his habit. Fare thee well.
Hi. What can I do for you, Sir Knight? Thanks, Stendal. I'm sorry, I wasn't in that evening. I was making my rounds of Chorrol. The only odd occurrence lately was with Channel. I have seen her spending a lot of time in the West Tower. When I asked her about it, she said it involved her spell research. I suppose at the time it sounded good enough for me. Be seeing you.
A pleasure to see you.
Hey, take whatever you want. It's none of my business.
Welcome. How are you today?
Hello. Hello. Are you searching for something? Yes, I have heard that the painting of the Count was taken. I was unaware she hired an outsider to conduct the investigation. May luck be with you. The night that the painting was stolen, I was in the courtyard of the castle taking star readings. After a while, I decided to go into the dining area just off the Great Hall. I poured myself some wine and studied the charts I had made until it was time to sleep. From there, I went directly to my chamber and slept the rest of the night. He was kind and noble, which is difficult to convey on canvas. I'm afraid other than that, I cannot offer much more information. Until your return.
So, you a living statue, or are you gonna say something? So, the Countess hired you to find the painting, eh? Well, you'll not find it by gawking at me. The night of the theft, I was in the Great Hall, having an argument with a delivery boy from Braville. It seems his horse lost its footing in the heavy rain we had that night, and the shipment of port that it was carrying slipped to the ground. Oh, the fall broke most of the bottles. He didn't want to claim responsibility, but I gave him what for and sent him away. After that, I spent the rest of the night in my quarters, reading. Aye, it was a fine portrait of a fine man. Back to work for poor old... Hail. Greeting. A pleasure to speak with you. I don't remember seeing Channel or Orgnolf that entire evening. But then again, I stayed in my quarters most of the night. There was no point in going on my usual walk with all of the rain falling. As far as Channel and Orgnolf go, they seem fine to me. I only had a minor scrape with Orgnolf recently. I caught him drinking in the West Tower on the upper level. I told him if he didn't stop, I would tell the Countess. He just grumbled and agreed. He hasn't bothered me since. Cyrodiil is worried sick about her daughter, Dharma. If you think you can help, you'll find her at her shop, Northern Goods and Trade. Farewell. Well met. Good morning. It's you. Hi.
Good morning.
What's going on with you?
I heard people saying they ran into goblins around here not long ago. I can't stand those things.
Horrid beasts. I hate them.
See you.
You too.
Hey!
Hi there.
You again?
How are you?
Any luck yet? Hello again. I hope your search for the painting goes well. Are you accusing me of taking the painting? Very well. I confess to the crime, but please understand, I only did it out of the great love I had in my heart for Count Volga. It was I that painted that portrait. When the Count was lost, the Countess spent so much time with it that I became jealous. I had to have the painting back, so I decided to steal it, then hide it behind the painting in my quarters. I'm ashamed of my crime, but ready to face what fate has in store for me. We've already... I am undone.
Oh!
Hey, take whatever you want. It's none of my business.
Oh, you have returned from your investigation, and I'm eager to hear the results. Whom did you accuse? I'm shocked to hear of Chanel's crime, as she has always been such a nice member of our court. But I see that your evidence is without question. She shall be banished from Castle Chorrol and stripped of her duties. However, I am not without pity, and therefore she shall not be jailed. But she is never to set foot in Chorrol again. Congratulations on a job well done. As a reward, please accept this bounty of gold and gems. You've earned it. Farewell.